The Winnipeg Jets are listed with odds of 50-1 to win the Stanley Cup in 2016 and 17, and those odds are optimistic, considering this team has not even won a playoff game since 1996. The Jets have missed the playoffs in 4 of the last 5 seasons, but the future is bright as the Jets have a lot of young talent ready to make an impact, including Patrik Laine, who was the 2nd overall pick in the NHL Draft. The Jets finished with 78 points last season, which was 9 points out of the last playoff spot in the Western Conference. If the Jets are to make the playoffs this season, then it will be due to their younger players making an impact. Laine is a big center with a great shot, and he might come in and play on the top line for Winnipeg this season. The Winnipeg Jets had an overall record of 35-39-5, and the team was almost as good on the road as they were at home. The Jets were 21st in goals per game last season and 22nd in goals against, so it is no surprise they didn't make the playoffs. The Jets got a breakout season for Mark Scheifele a year ago as he had 29 goals and 32 assists for 71 points. He is just 23 years old, so his best days are ahead of him. If Winnipeg is going to make the playoffs this season, then it might be due to goaltender Connor Hellebuyck, who played well last season in limited playing time. The Jets need him to win the starting job from Ondrej Pavelec, who has been inconsistent in his career. The Jets have some good young talent led by Laine, Scheifele, Nikolai Ehlers, and Jacob Trouba, and they do have some good veterans led by Blake Wheeler, Brian Little, Dustin Byfuglien, and Matthew Perreault. The key for Winnipeg is going to be their goaltending, and that is where Hellebuyck comes in. He played better than Pavelec and Michael Hutchinson last season, and the Jets should just give him the job and let him run with it. Hellebuyck was 13-11-1 last season with a .918 save percentage and 2.34 goals per game. The Jets traded Andrew Ladd late season, but with the additions of Laine, Quentin Howden, Sean Matthias, and Brian Straight, they have more than made up for his loss. The Jets should be improved in 2016-17, but whether they are good enough to make the playoffs is the question. It all comes down to whether or not Laine can make a major impact in his first season, and if the Jets can get solid goaltending from Hellebuyck. The Central Division is very tough, so unless everything goes right, the Jets may not make the playoffs this season. But at least, they should stay in contention right to the end. And the good news for Winnipeg fans is that this team has a lot of young, talented players that should have them in the playoffs very soon. Don't forget that Bang the Book is your best resource for sports betting information on this event and every other sporting event and game this week. Click over to bangthebook.com now.